So you're here today to support Ben Habib. Why are you supporting him?
Probably the only politician I've ever met that I'd actually trust. And I know that's a word that people don't really associate with politicians nowadays, but that for me is a key issue.
This is an absolutely crucial election. We have two parties in Parliament who stand against the people of this country. When we voted for Brexit, both parties did all they could to frustrate it. Both parties see the governance of this country not through what matters for the British people and for the United Kingdom. They see governance through a global prism. They believe in supranational institutions. They prefer the EU, the UN, the WHO, and every other form of international arrangement to domestic policy. And we have to change that. After 14 years of Conservative government, we have taxation through the roof, post-World War II high, debt through the roof, growth in the economy nil, growth in the economy per head shrinking, because we've had so much immigration.
I like the Reform Party because it's offering something completely different. You know, we're just tired of the same old two-party system that's just going nowhere, and both parties are exactly the same now, the Tories and the Socialists. So why not just try something new?
Are you worried about the possibility of a Labour government again?
Yeah, we're absolutely terrified, but they're going to be so useless that they're only going to have about 5 years, and then they're all going to get voted out with another landslide, and hopefully we'll get reform in with more MPs then. But I think now is the time to really don't worry about wasting your vote. Waste your vote. Vote for a smaller party like Reform, which is now I think the main opposition. Actually, I think they're even level and doing better than the Conservatives. So why would you not? Let's just try and support and save our country.
Absolutely. Why go through 5 years of Labour just to know the fact is that it's going to be awful?
Our public services are broken. No matter how much money they spend, they don't work. We simply can't cope with the demands on our public services. If you think we can solve the housing crisis by taking in 1.4 million people each year, you've got to have your head examined. That can't work. The NHS won't work if we have rampant immigration. What we need is to reverse the policies of the last 14 years of government. The Tories won't do it. The Labour Party is basically the same as the Tory Party, and they will just do more immigration, more taxation, more debt, more state intervention, less of the United Kingdom, less of British people's interest. There is only one party. Let's be utterly clear. There is only one party in the United Kingdom that cares about the United Kingdom. The Labour Party and the Tories stand against the country. I know that sounds evocative, but it is the truth. And the only party that stands for the country is Reform UK.
Well, the Tories have failed us. We've had 14 years of failures, of broken promises on immigration. We have the highest taxation, I believe, since the 70s, if not the 1950s. Reform promises real change. We can't continue with just the numbers of people coming into the country. It's utterly not sustainable.
It's numbers, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think that's a huge issue for everybody. But I think people are generally fed up with the Tories. I think they're fed up of two parties, Labour and Conservative, who are almost identical.
Yes.
In terms of their policies, and Conservatives who just fail to deliver. They've broken so many election pledges now and have proven themselves completely untrustworthy.
We need a 180-degree change in the way this country is governed, and only Reform UK offers that. We are very, very close to making a political seismic impact. When the Labour Party got its first seats, it got 1 or 2 seats. If we can make an impact, we will change the way this country is governed. Don't be fooled into thinking that just because Labour is forecast to get a big majority, that our 5 bums on those green seats, or 10 bums, or 20 if we're lucky, won't make a massive impact. Nigel Farage on his own will bring that house to its knees, as it deserves to be. And can you imagine if there were half a dozen of Nigels in the Commons? We are going to make a massive impact, and we need your support. when you go out today, what we need you to do is to get disaffected voters to come out. They must not think that it's pointless, that all of the parties are useless. They need to understand that there is a party that stands for them. We need Labour voters supporting us. There are millions of Labour voters who are small c conservative, who are patriotic, who want to put this country first. We need to connect with them. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you all the best of luck today. Thank you.